What's up, everybody? I'm back for more LeetCode. I hate the way last episode ended with the biggest L I've ever taken in the history of gaming. So now I'm back for revenge. H index, given an array of integers. Citations I is the number of citations a researcher received for their ith paper. Array of integers. Citations I is the number of citations a researcher received for their ith paper. Return the researcher's H index? I've never heard of a... what? The H index is defined as the maximum value of H, such that the given researcher has published at least H papers that have been... Huh? Oh, thanks for the explanation. Since the researcher has 3 papers with at least 3 citations each... Huh? 3 papers with at least 3 citations each, and the remaining 2 with no more than 3. Their H index is... What? Hold on. What even is this? Why does this matter? That's more what I'm thinking. The author level metric that measures the productivity and citation... Ah! It's an abstract concept. Gotcha. Okay. It's an abstract concept that people made up to compare themselves with each other. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, I'm setting a new rule. If I don't get this within like 15 minutes, it's GG's, I quit. Or rather not, I quit. But I look at the solution and then get the solution out there. Because it's more time efficient that way. Okay, let's outline some of the obvious things about the H index, right? So, folks, I might have misinterpreted the problem entirely. Okay, I've got another idea cooking. So, we've already sorted the array, right? I think that's the most important part of this procedure. Now that we've sorted it, now here's what we can do. We can start at the very last index of the list, right? Okay, actually, wait. Let's think about this in terms of the answer, right? So if we have this citations list, and we sort it, then we get 0, 1, 3, 6, 5. Now, at index 2, we have the value 3. And at that point, we know, based on the size of the citations array, that there are at least 3 papers that have the same number of citations or more. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that exact number. Okay. So all we need to do then is start from the end and keep going backwards. Why do all of my solutions always tend to be starting at the end and going backwards? But anyway, we start at the end and we see that 6 is a big number, but how many papers have at least 6? How do we know how many papers that refers to? Maybe we don't have to start at the end, but we can start at the beginning. Now, at the beginning, 2 things are unequal, right? At the beginning, we've published 1 paper because we're at index 0. And that paper has the least amount of citations. But then we have to increase the number of papers or the number of citations. And how do we know that we're able to do that? Is this problem just a matter of increasing the value whenever something isn't equal? No. Also, I just have to say, this is crazy how time is flying while doing LeetCode problems. Like, it feels like it's only been 5 minutes, but it's actually been like, what? I've been recording for maybe 15 minutes? Like, wow. Time flies, but am I having fun? In some sort of sick, twisted way, I guess you could call this fun, but I think we still need an index to see where we are in the papers. That way we have something to compare it to. So cites index is here. If cites is bigger than cites index, then we increase the cites index to look at the next paper, right? Well, Okay, in order to know what the most popular papers are, it's the size of the citations array minus the index that we're currently at, right? Because it's the later part of the list. Now, we are checking if the number of citations at the beginning is bigger than the number of popular papers? Or is it less? Okay, this is hard. At the beginning, the number of citations we have is too low, so we have to increase it. But what are we checking that it's too low for? It's too low for the remaining items in the list. So in this case, we are checking if the cites, which is the number of citations on the current cite index. So I guess we could say this, if cites index is bigger than or equal to what? Cites index is bigger than or equal to citations.size minus cites index. You know what? I'm going to change this to I because I think it's pretty clear what it is now. So if citations I is greater than or equal to this, or should I say less? Yeah, less. Okay. Then you increase I. So this isn't like the actual end game code. This is just more of a conceptual map that we'll use to create the end game code. All right, time for the execution phase. Here is the test code. Let's see what happens. It's probably gonna fail. Yup. Oh, yo, we got one right. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, 3-3. I mean, not crazy, of course. We're scientists. We're engineers. We're puzzle solvers. We always think before we send our code, don't we, fellas? What happened here? Okay, let's really think about how we got a 2 here instead of a 1. So I is 0. Okay, what are we at right now? We're at this value right here. This is a 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 3 minus 0? Yes, it is. So increase I. Okay. Now, is 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes, it is. So increase I again. Now, is 3 less than or equal to 3 minus 2? Yo. No, 3 is not less than or equal to this. So why did I increase again? Oh wait, no. Okay, I just explained why. Because it got set to 2, right? This is rough. And it feels so simple too, right? Just something as simple as the letter H. Oh, that can't be so bad. And look, it's just 2 things. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm getting cooked. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about the time efficiency rule. It's over. I've been recording for like 20 minutes. I have to just look at the solution. It is what it... Binary search? What? 4-line solution. Okay. What is the most viewed one here? Bucket sort? Oh my god. Yo, that's a lot of code. Nah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna go do the Python. The 4 lines. There's no shot that it's that complicated. Wow, this is such a simple solution. Because h-index is just the... Oh, by the way, thank you so much, PrethMN. Because h-index is just the amount of citations that has to be greater than or equal to the amount of papers that have above a certain amount of citations, we can use a simple loop. Wow. Okay, so let's go through why this works. We have... Oh wait, hold up. I think we need a custom compare function for that sorting thing to work. Okay, I had to put in the, the reverse compare function in order to get the sorting with C++ to work, but anyway. So what happens here is that it's sorted in reverse order, right? The list is sorted in reverse order, but now we iterate through the list from left to right. So we're looking at the biggest item first, the paper with the biggest number of citations. And if the number of citations of that paper is greater than or equal to the number of papers, then we increase the H value. So as soon as we get to a citation or as soon as we get to a paper where the citations of that paper are no longer greater than or equal to I plus 1. In other words, they're less than I plus 1. When does that happen? So the number of citations of a paper becomes less than I plus 1. Oh wait, it's the number of papers we've looked through, isn't it? Okay. If the number of citations of the paper we're currently looking at is less than the number of papers we've looked through so far, then we're done incrementing h. So that makes sense, because h is the lowest amount, or the maximum value, where at least blank papers have blank number of citations. Okay, gosh. This is such a simple but like really nice solution. I like it. But I have to admit, it's pretty demoralizing to be sat down like this and to know that I couldn't get the solution even though I really tried. Oh well. At least now I know the solution. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? That's all we really have to do. You know, it's just like Occam's razor. Whenever you see a problem like this and see, oh, it's a medium difficulty, it's gonna be tough. Nah, it's simple. They're just trying to trick you. Anyway, the biggest thing I learned here is to go into problems with more confidence. And this is another problem that we can all save into our mental banks for use in future problems. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys again in the next video where hopefully I'll actually solve a problem. Goodbye.